everybody, it's Debbie O'Neill of Scrap Me Quick Designs, and I wanted to share with you a project that I recently made. The first thing I wanted to show you was I bought these. They're dinosaur planters. They were $5 in the dollar spot at Target. See, it has a hole to make a planter. It's so cute. I decided I really wanted to make something with these, so I'm going to make some succulents to put into my dinosaurs. I'm also going to be using some of the Cricut permanent vinyl, and I'm in black, and so I'll need my weeding tool. We're going to be adding some vinyl on the front of our dinosaurs to make them super cute. I'm going to be using two different Cricut pattern vinyl. If you have not used this yet, it's really fun. I just pulled two sheets out that I thought I liked the colors. Now when you look at these big patterns like this, sometimes you're kind of like, oh, what am I going to use that for? But let me show you that when you cut it out, look how cute that is, okay? So it just gives you enough of the color. This is one of the words we're going to be putting on our dinosaur. This black and white one also adds a lot of fun to a word that you cut out of vinyl. I want to go ahead and add the vinyl to the outside of the dinosaurs, but I'm going to just take a bag of rice, and I'm going to use this to, because you can kind of move the rice around in the bag. So I'm going to use it till I can get this so it's going to hold the dinosaur head up, because it's a 3D shape, right? So it's going to rock on my table when I'm trying to put the vinyl on it, and I don't want it to do that. So this way it's going to hold it in place while I am applying the vinyl. I'm just using Cricut transfer tape, and I'm going to put it on my pattern vinyl, and because I want this to be centered. So now I've got the word roar on. I want to put it here in the center of my dinosaur's belly, so to speak, and I'm just going to rub this down with my finger on that curve. This one, the curve's not too bad, so I'm just able to do it like that. I'm going to show you on the other dinosaur how I manipulate it. Okay, so then I'm just going to go and add the other words to this. So I have the word you are, and I'm just going to put it kind of in the center and rub that on with my finger, and then peel that right off, okay? And then I'm going to add the other word, some. It's going to go on the other side. And then I'm going to line this up also so it is in the center of the R, the roar. Okay, so now it says you're awesome. Okay, so now we're going to do the other dinosaur, and this dinosaur, I'm going to do this one. It's going to be a little bit different. So I, again, want to find a place where his head's resting on the bag of rice. Okay, now I've got the word big, which is the one that I cut out of that black and white floral pattern, but when you look at it now, it doesn't look like florals. It just looks like kind of lines in between. So the big, I'm going to put here on his thigh. And there again, I'm just going to kind of rub it down with my finger to get it to go over the curve, because it's a small curve. But I'm going to show you in a minute what would you do if it was a bigger curve and you were trying to apply your vinyl. Okay, so it's on there, looks good. And now I'm going to take the word dream, which is a longer word, and the word dream is going to come up here, and it's going to go along this edge up here. So since it's on a curve and it's on the edge there, to manipulate this so it's going to fit, what you can do is you can slice a little slit with your scissors in between the letters to give you a little bit of play in the transfer tape and the vinyl sheet. Okay, the liner that's underneath the vinyl, I've just kind of clipped it. So if you look at it, see how it's more movable now, because we've kind of not completely separated them. Now when I go to lay this on here, let me move this, get him resting on the, okay, it's going to come up here, and I'm going to be able to kind of move it around a little bit to be able to get it to fit on that curve a little bit easier, so that I know that it's going to adhere really well. Okay, so now he says dream big, and now we're going to move on to filling our dinosaur planters with the paper succulents that we made. Okay, so I have taken a block of the styrofoam and cut it into pieces. I just used a X-Acto knife to do that. And then I just shaped the edges and then pushed them into the dinosaur planter shapes. Okay, so now they both have that on there. Now the next step is going to be to glue the rocks down. Got at Target. They were $1. They're with all the spring stuff in the dollar section. If you don't have that at your Target, or you don't have a Target by you, you can find little bags of rocks at the craft stores, and also at your plant stores carry them too. So look for those, but you'll want some kind of little rocks or something just to give it a more natural look when we add our succulents on there. So you need to have your glue gun. Okay, I use this AdTech 2-temp glue gun. It's my favorite glue gun. I have gone through a ton of glue guns, and this is my favorite. And so it heats up quickly and has a great tip on here, and I just like it. Plus it has a high and a low setting. I'm going to do this on high because I want sticky glue. And then grab yourself a popsicle stick or some kind of device here that you can throw away later, because we're going to put glue on that and smear it kind of around, and then I'm going to be pouring the rocks on top. You want it so it's pretty hot and it's very runny. And I'm just going to keep going over that top of the styrofoam. Now you could certainly do this with regular glue. It's just I hate to wait for anything to dry, so I'm using the glue gun. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to start just adding my rocks on here. I'm just going to stick them on. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so once we've got our rocks glued on top of our styrofoam, okay, then all we need to do is then we get to add our succulents that we made. So for this one, I made 3 succulents. Okay, so I'm going to use this one that we added the purple paint on top of the green. Okay, and it's going to come right back here. Now when I put this on, I want to make sure that the leaves are not hanging over the front of my vinyl saying. Okay, so it's going to go right here. So I'm going to put a big glob of glue right here on top of these rocks, and then I'm going to stick this down. Then I'm going to add the purple one's going to sit in here like so. Okay, so it's going to sit up on this side, and so I'm going to just add a big glob of glue over here and stick that right in that crevice there. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Okay, now I could certainly stop there if I want, if I just like to have these 2 in there, so that then there's just some rocks still showing. But I made this cute little green one that I want to tuck up in here. Okay, there again, I'm just going to tuck it right up in there and tilt it forward just a little bit so that it is not obscuring my words on the front. So then for this dinosaur, I created this one that's going to sit up right up here. Okay, this is the purple one that we added the green paint to. That's more of a spiky type. Okay, and then this one's going to come right back over here. So there is the top view looking at those beautiful succulents. They look real, don't they? And then here is the side view, and you do see the stones, so it's really important to put those stones in there, and it just makes it look more realistic. And then of course our Dream Big on with vinyl, super cute there. And then of course here is the other dinosaur. That's the top view of this one, and then the side view with your rawsome. Even if you don't have a fun dinosaur planter, you can still use the same technique. I just picked up a shallow saucer at the garden center, and then I did the same thing where I adhered the floral foam into the bottom of this. I just sliced off a section and made it round and stuck it in here. And then I glued the rocks on top, just like you saw me do before. And then I just added my succulents on top of that. So now I have my own little mini planter that I can set out and enjoy. And I don't have to worry about watering it because I do not have a green thumb. I hope this project inspired you to try something fun on your own, and come join us in the Let's Learn Cricut Design Space Facebook group or my Cricut Maker with Debbie O'Neill Facebook group. I'm always happy to see you guys. Let me know if you have any questions, and hope you have a great day.